Caution, this is a video log. It has dialogue. For the purist, nature videos go to my playlist, pick one that matches your mood, and does not mention vlogs or dialogue. Good morning. It is Tuesday, January 13th. It's about 2 p.m. I just got off work. It's a little windy out, so instead of going down the Outer Banks, we're going to go inland a little bit and explore there. Have a couple of destinations. This spot we have to be out of tomorrow. We have to move out of this spot tomorrow morning. We haven't decided yet where we're going. There's some chance we'll just get another spot here at the campground, or maybe head a little farther south, or maybe head a little farther inland. We don't know. We're going to decide that later this morning or later this afternoon. We might have been a little overly optimistic bringing the canoe. It's really windy. It's probably 20-25 mile an hour winds right now. So we'll see how this audio comes out. This is the Alligator River. I think that this waterway would be fine for canoeing. There isn't any 5 or 10 minute span without wind that would just make the audio on a recording terrible. You can see there's little inlets into all this marshland. Thor is not a fan of the water. He did go in and try and get a drink. Here he goes again. He says, that tastes terrible. That tastes terrible. It's probably a little bit brackish. You ever wonder why all that dog whining goes on in the back seat? Let's find out. I have turned the GoPro around so it's facing to the back seat. I think we have a short drive of about 5 or 10 miles to the next place that I want to check out. And so let's film and see what happens in the back seat. So we found a really pretty spot to film, but there's cars and wind and airplanes, and there hasn't hardly been 10 seconds without at least one of those. I think the airplanes are just driving around in circles up there, because at the speed they're going from that sound, they should be like in the next state already. Somebody stopped a couple minutes ago and said, there's a bear, a big black bear that lives off here somewhere, and he comes over here to take a bath about this time of day. Okay, we saw the sign that says poor road conditions, towing is your responsibility. And I have this nice brand new all-wheel drive Honda. But my perspective has always kind of been, my 60-year-old self with all-wheel drive goes the same places my teenage self would go with two-wheel drive. My teenage self with two-wheel drive would not drive through that because it's going to be difficult to turn around. And it probably gets worse than this. So we could make it through this, but I don't know what's on the other side of it, and it might be challenging to turn around, and I wouldn't want to try and turn around anything like this. I'm going to turn around with my all-wheel drive and head back the way we came. Some beautiful country here. It's a big open marshy space, but the wind is heavy and the airplanes are super annoying. There's one right there. I don't know. I see a plane there, but it sounds like it's way over here. I don't know which is what, but it's just terrible noise pollution. Good morning. It is Wednesday, January 14th, 2026. It's about 7:30 in the morning. I was up early this morning editing and uploading videos. I don't have to work today. We were editing this morning when suddenly we realized, oh my gosh, the sunrise is happening. So Thor and I had to run down to the beach real quick. Hopefully some of it's going to turn out. There was some nice color this morning. At the end of the night last night, we still weren't sure where we were going to go. 7 o'clock, I called Lucille and said, hey, the weather's going to be yucky here. It's not going to be good for filming. So which way are we going to go? And we looked south and west and explored some different options. And she and I decided which way to go. So keep watching to find out where we end up this afternoon. Good afternoon. It is Wednesday, January 14th, about 4 p.m. We are at a new campground. I won't mention it until the end of this little bit here. In case you want to try and guess before I say it, I'll give you a little clue if you want to pause. And I tried to take some videos to little snippets to kind of give you the flavor of the trip down here. So if you'd like to try and guess where we're at after watching these little snippets of the trip, pause now. We ended up at Huntington Beach State Park, which is just south of Myrtle Beach in South Carolina on the shore. That's probably it for today. We are hooked up. I have the Starlink hooked up and uploading videos That's like the very first thing. And Thor and I are going to go for a walk. Good afternoon. It is Thursday, January 15th, early afternoon. I just got off work. Thor and I are going to go for a walk around the park and see if we can do some filming. Sandpiper Pond Nature Trail and Nature Center. This is the Octopus Tree. It is a southern live oak, and it's shaped like this because some time ago hurricane force winds pushed over the tree and the branches started growing up and made their own little trees. Soil eventually covers the trunk of the tree and leaves what we see here. So it's very pretty. And the reason it's called a live oak is because it has leaves on it year round. And apparently, before the 1860s, the U.S. Navy built its warships with live oak timbers. So we're on an observation deck here at the other end of this pond. We took the trail, runs along this side here, and then the ocean is over there, just over. You could probably almost see it if I held the camera up a little higher. This is the outro for this episode, unless something exciting happens and I have to redo it. It's getting pretty windy. 10, 15 mile an hour winds is just too much to do the tripod videos. In next week's episode, we will be doing something that we haven't done for a while on this channel, and at least that's the plan. So tune in next week to see that. That should be fun. Watch to see where we've been. Subscribe to see where we're going next. Have a great day. Thank you.